Why Mark Cuban is extremely bullish on BTC and ETH. You already know that BTC and ETH are currently the dominators in the world of crypto. But do you know why this year is especially going to be bullish for them? Even billionaire Mark Cuban also said a few important things on this. So are you curious? Want to know what Mark had said and why is it so important? Then stay with us till the end and find answers to your questions yourself. So welcome back to the channel, where as usual we demystify crypto and present it to you in a simple format. Today we are going to show everything that Cuban had stated. Thus, let's get straight to the video. As I mentioned earlier, Mark Cuban, the American billionaire entrepreneur, is bullish on Bitcoin and Ethereum. It is well known that Cuban prefers Ethereum and its scaling solution over other altcoins, arguing that the latter is not an ideal store of value. However, there has been a spike in institutional capital inflow to MATIC since 2021. And Brett Harrison, president of FTX US, has long held an opinion similar to Mark Cuban's and is an enthusiast of the Ethereum and proof-of-stake ecosystems. So Harrison believes altcoin prices could break into a rally as Bitcoin dominance rises. Ethereum's utility drives its adoption and has drawn investors like Cuban to the project. Likewise, as an advocate of cryptocurrency, Cuban endorsed Dogecoin as it was easy to use and easy to understand, driving its adoption through his NBA team Dallas Mavericks. According to Cuban, despite upgrades on the Ethereum network, the issues of scalability and congestion continue to plague the altcoin's blockchain. Bitcoin offers a solution via its higher throughput and lower transaction fees. Well, given the exposure, global scaling, fame, and the low cost of the BTC, it sure can be a solution to what nowadays cryptos are calling barriers and problems. Now let me ask you, what do you think? Will BTC come as a boon for the crypto and scale up with ETH, or will it go downtrend? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. But besides that, have you guys ever given it a thought why Mark Cuban is so confident about Ethereum and Bitcoin? You should know that he has spent a considerable amount of his fair share of fortune on them. So let's hear his portfolio on crypto. For instance, Cuban said on a recent episode of the Delphi podcast, "My portfolio can be broken down into 60% Bitcoin, 30% Ethereum, and 10% the rest." Well, that's why over the years, Cuban held on to the few digital coins he bought in the early days. Cuban also said in 2012, people said Bitcoin is a currency, and I'm like, it's just not going to work. However, he said it is a store of value, where if it could be convinced that it is a better alternative to gold because of its algorithmic scarcity, the price would go up. And guess what? That happened. Moreover, according to Cuban, Bitcoin is a better alternative to gold, and it always will be. And that's why I own Bitcoin and never gonna sell it. Furthermore, the owner of the Dallas Mavericks, Mark Cuban, has come out to air his opinion about Bitcoin's role as a hedge against inflation. Cuban claims that he doesn't believe Bitcoin is a hedge against inflation. Cuban said, "Now do a one-year performance comparison. I said Doge was good for spending and better than a lottery ticket. Do you still think BTC is an inflation hedge? It's not, and never will be. Doge/BTC has been flat for the last 30 days. So now you only think if such an influential person like Mark Cuban is having so much faith in BTC, then what potential is it carrying within it? But don't you for once think that Mark is more tilted towards Bitcoin. He thinks of both of them as equal and gives them the same amount of importance. But Bitcoin isn't the only thing that is under Cuban's radar. He is also heavily interested in Ethereum, the blockchain upon which Ether is built as the second largest cryptocurrency after Bitcoin, mainly because of its smart contracts. And for those who didn't know, in cryptocurrency, smart contracts are collections of code that carry out a set of instructions and run on the blockchain. Further, Mark also seemed very interested and excited about the smart contracts of ETH. He said, "What really changed everything was smart contracts. Smart contracts came along, and that created decentralized finance or non-fungible tokens. And that's what changed the game. That's what got me excited. That's why it's a lot like the internet." He sees Ethereum as adaptable over time because developers can iterate and improve its capabilities. And though Cuban hasn't specifically named the rest of the cryptocurrencies he owns that represent the remaining 10%. As he says, "There's none that I'm just all in on, other than Bitcoin and Ethereum that I look at as being an equivalent investment." That's all good, but what's better is that Cuban is also in the line in becoming the best dad of the year, as recently he bought Dogecoin for his 11-year-old son, Jake, in February of this year. Although we might consider it to be an unnecessary and creative gift, but according to Cuban, the purchase was meant to be fun and educational for his son, while also providing him with a greater understanding of space. Yet now, very recently, the world is watching Mark get a bit fond of Ethereum. Surprising, isn't it? Well, Cuban said on a recent episode of the Next with Novo podcast, "I have my fair share of Bitcoin, but I'm more of an Ethereum maxi." In the crypto space, calling someone a maximalist of one currency often has a negative connotation, but Cuban uses the term to indicate his preference for Ethereum over other blockchain technologies. And why not? As Ether, the native cryptocurrency of Ethereum, hit another all-time high of $4,634 this month. And in terms of growth, the price of Ether has largely outperformed Bitcoin, the largest cryptocurrency by market value this year. So, to Cuban, what makes Ethereum stand out is its utility. Ethereum is the most widely used blockchain, but also its smart contracts, which are collections of code, power most blockchain-based projects, from decentralized finance applications to non-fungible tokens. While saying this, Cuban also added, "We are seeing a rush, where there's a lot of different blockchains that are competing when they start to put smart contracts to work. That's when we will start to see things really level out. It is going to come down to applications and integrations." Moreover, on October 16th, Cuban tweeted, "I like Ether more than Bitcoin because I can see an unlimited number of applications that will change the biz and consumer world forever. And to use them, you need to buy Ether." Actually, he sees Bitcoin more as a store of value and alternative to gold. As earlier said, that's why Cuban has his preference more on Ethereum rather than BTC. But always remember that despite Cuban's endorsement, it's important to remember that all cryptocurrencies come with risks due to their volatile and speculative nature. Financial experts warn that investors should only invest what they can afford to lose. Well, more your convenience, let's just get a recap of the tokenomics of two unbeatable coins. According to sources, the live Bitcoin price this month is $39,212.74 US, with a live market cap of $744,233,018,265 US. The live Ethereum price this month is $2,604.69 US, with a live market capital of $312,307,159,193 US. So now, according to me, I think that in the near future, BTC will cross the $50,000 mark because, as earlier said, this year is going to be special for all of the coins. And no doubt, BTC will remain in its top position and will dominate the market single-handedly. And well, talking about Ether, it will surely cross the $3,000 mark by the end of this year, and soon it may touch the $5,000 mark. But it is yet to be made sure whether it can stand firm in its second position in the crypto market. Now that we have come to an end to this video, let us thank you all for staying with us till the end. Don't forget to let us know in the comments section what are your views regarding the coins and what do you think will happen. Will they continue their bullish trend or will they see a downtrend in the market? If you found the video interesting, go ahead and hit the like button. And if you are new here, subscribe and click the bell icon. This way you will be notified of all the future videos from us, including upcoming crypto news. We'll see you in the next one. Until then, peace.